How's it going, everybody? This is my dinner. A lovely crayfish right from these pillars. Let's go cook this up. It's going to be an amazing meal. Welcome back to another video, everybody. Here we are, back at 6 pillars, back testing out some weapons. Last time we managed a crayfish. Today we could get a crayfish and a fish, or just a bigger fish. I think I might have it for supper. Beautiful spot this. What is actually looking slightly better than last time. Last time it was looking poop brown. This time there's some blue in there. There's some blue in there. Yeah, this is more of a surfing day. The swell is up, the waves are big. But I mean, I'm hungry, so let's get in the water. So, you'll be familiar with this weapon. We tested this out last time, but the issue was I didn't have a grip. Now I'll put a grip on it, maybe we get a fish. And the second weapon is this little cave gun that I've developed. It's like 65, 69 centimeters long, 18mm barrel. I mean 18mm band, so it's going to have some punch to it. So yeah, it's going to be a cave weapon and I think it's going to kill. So we can test this guy out. Hopefully none of my knots come undone. That's a pretty usual occurrence. Tiny flippers, doesn't really matter. Going to be in a lot of caves and cracks, so we don't want big bulky things. So let's get in the water, man. What am I waiting for? Where'd that glove come from? I'm definitely not a medium anymore. I don't know what's happened. Yeah, that's us. Gloves for the crayfish. You know, crayfish have proper spikes here. Nothing to play around with. Last time I got an urchin stuck in my finger and it stayed a bit swollen for a couple of days. Let's get this mask on. You guys really enjoyed my last video here, so I love it. It's where I learned to spearfish. You can get good fish. You can usually try get a crayfish. It's just a great spot, so let's go out there and have a good time. And if you're enjoying this kind of thing, just remember, you can subscribe and you can see more of this. The odds are you'll probably never see my channel again. We're still small, we're getting there. So you can subscribe to make sure you don't miss it. So if you enjoy this kind of thing, you enjoy this lifestyle, you enjoy what I'm doing here, come along. Join us, there's a lot more coming. The water is still cold and these waves are big. Get out of here.
Last time I was here, the water was much colder. This time, it was feeling pretty fishy. So I loaded up this little prototype. And I hoped that I might get a fish.
Oh, it's pretty hard to load.
So I kind of made this gun as a bit of a shotgun. Like, it's not supposed to be accurate or anything at range, but it's supposed to be really good in caves and cracks. These 6 pillars are awesome. It's such a beautiful spot to dive. It's where I learned to dive, and it's just somewhere that I go again and again. Always have a good time. Going underneath the railing is pretty safe, but I wouldn't advise it. You know, you never know what could happen underneath there. But I've been doing this since I was 15, so I kind of have a feeling for it. I'm creeping over the railing here, and I actually see a fish, a pretty decent blacktail. Unfortunately, I missed, but if you look closely, I actually hit a tiny fish in the crossfire.
Oh no, I missed the fish and hit one of the crossfire. Ah, oh, sorry dude. It's a tiny little fish, and I think I shot through it and missed the fish. A blacktail, I was going for a sargo or a blacktail. Ah.
But the school of mullet was still around, and they were so cool to dive with.
The fact that they're squealing up like that makes you think there might be a predator around. So let's keep an eye out. Let's go to the front where you get the big boys. Have a look there. Saw a nice steer the other day. Didn't have a spear get in my hand. Okay.
So I previously came here to teach my girlfriend how to dive. And when I was going over the front, I was approached by a nice white steenbus. This is a very prized, but also elusive South African fish. And it's almost typical that I saw it when I didn't have my gun in my hands. But either way, I probably wouldn't have shot this fish because it was a bit on the small side. Still amazing to see.
That was awesome.
Continuing the hunt, I dropped down on the front. Taking that last breath, headed down to the bottom. But as you can see here, the front is very sandy. There's a lot of particles in the water. Didn't make for a very nice dive. You can see my perspective. It's just looking out on a sandy blue patch, so I wasn't going to stick around here long.
Fairly quiet there. Might have better luck in between the railings and underneath further back there. There's definitely also clearer back there, so I'm not going to waste too much time here. Before we go back there, I want to look here for some crayfish. So there might be something. You never know.
So diving for crayfish here is a bit of a luck game, because sometimes they're there, sometimes they're not. And to be honest, actually most times they're not there. They're either very deep within the railing, or they're just not there at all. But every now and then, you get some luck. Here I was unlucky, because my mask was filling with water. That is just so annoying.
It's annoying. Marsh is filled with water. It's when your hair gets in and lets water leak in. It's annoying. Yeah, let's go back down. Nothing there. Let's go further back in when it was a bit nicer. Okay, I get the feeling there might be some crayfish right below me right now. So, let's go see if they're home. I'm gonna have a look. If I see one, I'm gonna grab it. Sweet, come along. Okay. 2 breaths. God, that was crazy. That hole was full of them. Whoa, nice. Definitely legal size. Good eating. Let's go. Put them on the float. Might take another one. There was another big one there. He ran. Sick. Oh, that's amazing. That's a good size one. Yeah. Nice.
The tussle in the beginning seemed to have scared the other guy away. I switched my attention to trying to get fish. Swimming underneath the railing, hoping I could find something in the cracks. But this was not the case.
Okay, it's a new challenge. Let's see if I can get him one-handed with a crayfish and the Gqeberha together. There's a rope. Let's go cook this up. It's gonna be an amazing meal. Okay, let's get out of here.
So here's where I found something pretty important. Very important to the story. I spotted some boats.
Lovely six fillers. There's a couple boats out there. They're usually like the cruise, booze cruise, kind of whale watching kind of boats. For them, ooh, that's a dive spot I've been looking for. Those are the scuba divers. Let's see where they go. Let's see where they stop.
So I'm constantly on the search for new reef. And this is one that I've never been able to find. So when I spotted the scuba boat, I was getting keen.
Shallow, very shallow. Cool, we can definitely do that from the shore. I think it's called the King's Beach Ledges. It's supposed to be a good dive. Nice. Lucky little bit of information. Sweet.
So the next day, we went to find it.
Yeah, we're on the right spot. Good. Just towards the side. Okay, nice.
The day was looking great, but I was unsure of how clear it was.
Alright, I think it's going to be a good dive. Hopefully there's a bit of visibility. Okay, the viz is not looking very good, but we're going to try and find some new reef. Hopefully it gets better out there.
Here you see me rocking my bigger gun, my rubber and timberline, because I thought I could get a bigger fish today, and that little gun just wouldn't be enough. I'd go to some monsters off this reef, so I was getting very excited. But first, Ryan found something cool. At first, it was just a pipe, but then he spotted something coming out of the pipe. At this point, I had no idea what he was doing. I thought he saw a big fish or something, so I was preparing to shoot. He comes back over the pipe, and he shows me something incredibly cool.
What up?
A tiny octopus in his hand.
What the hell? It's coming with me. Oh, no.
When I'm chasing the octopus back down, you can see it's actually pretty clear in the shallows. But that would not be the case out there. I grabbed him and took him back to the surface. Obviously being careful not to squeeze him or hurt him, but I wanted Ryan to get a better look.
Oh, what? That's awesome. His pipe.
Yeah, so we dropped him back down and let him go back to his pipe.
Was he in the hole? Yeah. Oh, it's so cute. I saw when I threw it, he just like popped up.
Take my first dive onto the reef. It was terrible. Dropping into a pile of sand. The swell had churned it up. It was not worth being there.
Yeah. That's so weird. Yeah, it's so weird. You're on the bottom, but you don't even know where you are. No, you don't know you're on the bottom. Shit, man. Yeah. I can see you all the way down. Yeah. What's that? I don't know, dude. Kind of swim that way and hope to miss something. Yeah, we can swim that way, but I don't know. It seems like this is a uniform thing. Yeah.
Things were not looking good. But then I found this nice patch of reef.
Not a bad piece of reef, yeah? Not bad, yeah.
Ryan went down to confirm.
Nice, yeah. Oh, nice. I think I might take anything that's like size or nice, you know?
At this point, I decided not to go back home empty-handed. I was keen to take a fish. Just a pan-sized fish, something for supper. It's not terrible. It's definitely murky. It's definitely bad down there. And I was definitely scared. But it was doable, and I could get a meal here. So we committed. The fish were in the area. It was worth staying. This patch of reef was actually incredibly beautiful. The coral in the area was quite unique. Lots of blues and oranges. But I was more interested in something else in the reef. At this point, I saw a pretty big red Roman, and I almost took the shot, but I decided against it. Then I saw this pink banky, which is a very rare fish for our area. I mentioned in the last video. It's mostly a Natal fish. It's beautiful to see. Here, you can see the big red Romans are creeping closer and closer. Apparently a very nice eating fish. I've never shot one before, so this dive, I was thinking about it. To the left there, nice cave with some big red Roman. Getting closer and closer towards the edge of my breath hold. I decided I needed to take something. When it looked like nothing would come my way, I saw a shape in the cave, and I took the shot on a big red Roman. The spear actually lodged itself in the back of the reef, and I was out of air, so I had to go back to the surface without the fish. So I just opened the reel and I hoped that the shark wouldn't take it in the meantime.
Spear's gone into the back of the reef.
Is he on properly though?
Yeah, he's fine.
I took a couple breaths and went back down to secure the fish. The last thing I want is a great white coming past and having this Roman for starters. Securing the fish, I went back to the surface. These fish are beautiful. Honestly, one of the best South African fish.
Beautiful, eh? Beauty.
Yeah, I will go do it down with your spear.
Yeah.
And I'll try and pull it out while I'm there.
Yeah, thanks.
Maybe attract something big.
Yeah.
Hopefully it didn't attract something too big. This beach is renowned for great whites, so we were pretty cautious. Putting the fish out of its misery, Ryan got the spear out of the reef. We went back to shore, where I scaled it up and cleaned the fish.
Beautiful fish.
So what about that crayfish, you might ask? Well, here's a quick tutorial on how to clean it up. The audio turned out pretty bad, so I'm just going to voice over it. So here's the crayfish. I don't really believe in keeping the fish on the stringer or putting it in the fridge. I just stab it in the head and yeah, put it out of its misery. So what you do here is you twist and pull between the head and the torso, and my logic is that the head really just holds the organs. It's probably got very minimal meat because the crayfish aren't massive like the ones you get in Australia. There's barely any meat there. So here you break the antenna, just snap it off. It's like nature's own tool to clean the crayfish. You take the antenna and you put it up the poop tube because you don't want to be eating poop, and it's basically like the intestine of the crayfish that you're removing here. This time it actually came out pretty clean, but sometimes it comes out very gross. So you just stick it up, twist so that the spikes on the antenna hook into it, and then you pull it out. There you see it, pretty gross, no one wants to eat that. Here, my brother's cat came in and thought it was her chance to get some food, so I had to protect it. So now you take your knife and you start cutting along the stomach part, just breaking every little piece of the shell there. You could just cook it whole, but it cooks a lot more evenly. There's the cat. Cooks a lot more evenly when you do it this way. Shushing the cat away again. Now turn over the crayfish, and now you just apply pressure on the opposite side from where you made that cut, and it should split pretty easy. There you have it, 2 beautiful crayfish fillets. I actually ended up giving this to my sister, so you won't see the cooking part in this video. But what you will see is the cooking part of that lovely red Roman. As a true South African, I put it on the braai, or the fire. I was only cooking for 2.5 people because my girlfriend doesn't really like fish, so count it as a half portion. Yeah, we made the fire, we're just gonna let that burn, and in the meantime, let's fillet up this red Roman. Remember, sharp knife makes the filleting process so much easier. Also, beer helps.
This is a red Roman. It's an iconic South African fish and it tastes amazing. This is actually the first one I've shot. Any time I've had them previously was because my dad used to catch them while he fished. But spearfishing, first one I ever shot. So I'm interested to see how this goes.
Here I got stuck between 2 types of filleting. I was either just going to fillet the fish into clean fillets, but I was also thinking about butterflying the fish.
I realized I just completely started up. Forgot that I was doing a butterfly. I just filleted like I normally do. Okay, that's fine.
I'm going to take this. Just stick it back on. Turn it over.
Nothing ever happened.
It's moments like these that reminds me I don't really know what I'm doing with my life.
I'm not a chef. Definitely not a chef. Yeah. You serve it to us. Come. Wait. There we go. I'm loving that. Should be good. See, he still needs to cook inside.
Beautiful meal with my family. Good time. There you go. This red Roman was incredibly tasty.
Nice.
A fishy fish, but a beautiful one at that.